Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another nacho video. Actually, this is my first nacho video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Even he is going after nacho. So you can see, unless you've been living under a rock, the Federal Reserve lowered interest rates by half a percentage point. And who knows what the market's going to do tomorrow. For right now, the market's going up, but it could tank. It's really hard to predict the short term, but you got Caspa at 17.5 cents, Bitcoin almost 62.5, and Caspa's chugging along. Lots of transactions happening, slowed down a little bit, but Nacho's going up. You can see the hash rate's pulled back a little bit. But here you go. You can see that in the Discord here, it shows the Nacho floor price. And when I was just on Telegram, in the Casper bot, that was actually 3085. It's obviously fluctuating around, but at that market price, I have it at, because if you go, Caspa's at, just a second, Caspa's at 17.5 cents, and then really times 0.00085 is what it is now. So then it's actually that price there times. So then you want to get that number, multiply that by 287 billion. And you got, it's actually about almost $43 million. Now it's fluctuating a lot, but that's pretty exciting. I'm not sure. I know some people have spreadsheets. I don't really like using spreadsheets from other people. I know that it's common, but just not my thing. And there's just too many projects to calculate them all. And I was, the earlier video today, I had it where it was showing the price in terms of Caspa, but it's just easier to do it in the market cap in either Caspa or dollars. So $43 million, that's pretty good. So yeah, I think it's exciting. You know, it's been a rocky road between Casware and some people losing Caspa, you know, but overall, lots of transactions, a lot of excitement, and at a good time when, who knows, maybe September still has more blood in the market, but October is usually Uptober. So, and it's cool that we have meme coins. Why not let all the fun on other chains? You know, this is just a stepping stone of what's going to come. It's shown how fast that Casper can go. Even right now, you know, the demand's died down a little bit, 30, 40, 50 blocks a second, not even breaking a sweat. Got up to 500 transactions per second, not blocks per second. But I'm going to hop on Telegram here real quick so we can look at the Telegram bot. It'll take a second to switch over here. Just a second. Just switching screens here. Okay. So now here we are, and I did sell 150,000 nacho, and it was, I think it was 100 and, well, actually maybe it was 125. I can't remember how many Caspa before the fee. But one way to do it is when you go on here. So we're on the Telegram bot, and you can see that right here it's got 8.5. We can refresh the offer. See, it's showing, yeah, you can get the lowest offer, 10 million nacho for 8,500 Caspa. Now I own some nacho, so I'm not saying you should buy or sell it. But right here you can see that you can come back up here. It's got the top 10 right now. You can see like what the prices are. There's a lot of cool things you can do in Casperbot, and right now it's the only place you can buy and sell it. You can see that this was over 0.002 Cas on Casper, so that one's down a little bit. Nacho's the main one I've been keeping my eye on. You got Casbot's number 2, 8.5. That's actually went up a lot. It was 3 zeros and a 6. It felt like earlier today, and now it's at 3 zeros and 8.5. And so seems like a lot of people are FOMOing in the nacho. And so I did sell 1 million Casper and basically got all my money back. I put a couple thousand Caspa, like maybe 2,300 into KRC20s. I sold 1 million Casper and got 2,000 back after fees. So basically about even. And then I sold a little bit of the Trump, and then 150,000 Nacho for 118. So I'm pretty much even. And so, yeah, that is pretty cool in my opinion, what is going on, just because all these other blockchains have meme coins, and so why can't Caspa? And that's just a stepping stone. Eventually you're going to have more than that. You're going to have some legitimate projects that are just, it's cool when you have a free and fair meme coin, but then you're going to have some real maybe DeFi projects, some real world things, stable coins, see what KII does, tokenization of real world assets. There's so much that can go on. But it's kind of fun to watch Nacho right now, ride the wave up. So if there's some other videos in there. I made a little video yesterday about how to buy and sell with Casper Bot, and I know like Crypto Pumps has made videos. There's some other ones out there. So, but basically, you know, I can create right here. I could, view ones I've had history. Oh, maybe I need to update my wallet. I don't think I've used my private keys, but let's see here. Go to Marketplace. Check out Nacho, see if it's changed at all. Still the same. You got Caspot, Silver, Kpaw, Caspi, Casper, Gold, Kcats, Somps, and Keck are in the top 10. And so, yeah, I do think that one little trick is when I sold these, the 150,000 earlier, it was for like 0.008, but then at that point the floor was like 0.006 or something. So it was above the floor price. So when you see here, you can see people are selling in chunks of 10 million, 10 million, well, there's a lot of people that don't want to spend 8,500 Caspa. So one way, if you want to sell something that's a little above the floor, like say you wanted to try to sell something at 0.009 or maybe even 0.001, is just sell a couple 100,000, sell 100,000, sell 50,000 Nacho. That's one way right now until a DEX or centralized exchange comes on. It's a little trick on, you can do a few more smaller sales and maybe you get a little bit higher price because there'll be some people that aren't really looking to spend as much Caspa. And at the end of the day, it's just supply and demand, And so for me, I think I could see these going higher. I mean, it's at a $43 million market cap, but also for me, I've had my biggest mistakes in crypto were not taking profit. I had a Cardano meme coin where I turned like 10 grand into 120 grand in a month, and I didn't take any profit and just wrote it back down and just watched it crumble in the bear market. So I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah. What's the minimum Nacho you should buy? I don't think there's really any minimum Nacho. That's up to you, man. Yeah, I agree. Right here, say we're going to go buy now. So, right now, even though I think it could do better, I'd have a hard time spending 8,500 Caspa buying 10 million Nacho personally, because if you really believe in what Caspa can go, now maybe you have a fat bag and you've been loading up and you have hundreds of thousands of Caspa. So, but man, if you really feel like there's a long-term vision for Caspa, it's really hard to part ways with it. But right here, you can go next and go see that, there's not very many people listing under 1 million. And so that's why I think, see 125,000 for 120 Caspa, you know, that's like something that if someone wants to dip their toes in, but I'm not, it's really up to you, man. If someone had the balls to mint out Nacho, because it was one that it took 17 hours to mint out. There was plenty of time. I got up to like 3 million and just kind of like, oh, I'll try Casper and blah, blah, I could have minted out way more than 3 million. I could have got to 40, 50, 100 million or something. And then the price went up a lot. So, it's really hard when you get into meme coins to give anyone advice on what they should or shouldn't buy. I have my meme coin on Bitcoin, dog go to the moon. And then now I'm playing around with some KRC 20s, got my initial back. and just having some fun. And I like to test out these new wallets and things like that, new ecosystems, support it. And I'll just jump out of Telegram here real quick. Um, Jump back to where, the transactions, they're and get increased. So I mean, it slowed down because it's not the 200 to 400, but earlier today it was hitting 250, 300 transactions per second. um 8500 is too much, I agree. It depends on how much you got. If you're getting a sub a penny and you got, a million of them, I guess. But yeah, I only spent 600 Caspa on the coins. That is more enough for myself, Brady. Um, I regret only minting with two bots. Yeah, I regret not getting into Castbot. I kind of don't like that Telegram Discord bot stuff, and so I stuck with Castware. Luckily, I didn't get ripped off like other people's did. I think I got ripped off a little bit, but not too bad. So I still, and then they came up with the update. So when I started doing Casper, the pricing was better. I wish I had just minted more of everything. And I wish I had just kept minting Nacho. I just kind of felt like, oh, I got 3 million Nacho. But I spent, 2,200 Caspa, got pretty much got it all back now. So I'm just riding house money. I got, I don't know, a couple million Trump, um, about 3 million, a little 3 point, a little over 3, a little over 3, like 3.1 million um, Nacho. And then I got 1 million left of Casper. So I'm just going to be patient with that and keep my eye on everything. So that's basically it. Quick video. It's fun. Nacho is cruising up, and it'll be interesting to see. It was actually got up to, it's actually up to about a $43 million market cap. So that's way up. And if people were, minting on Casper bot, then, they're killing it on their pricing, and, people are still going after it. I would really have a hard time spending 8,500 CASP on it, but that's just me personally. That's why I do think if you're going to sell, it doesn't hurt to sell in smaller chunks. Sell 150,000 Nacho, and maybe pick a price that's above the floor, and someone that just wants to spend a couple hundred Caspa, and they'll get it at a price that's a little bit above the floor, but you're willing to break yours up. And that's what's really cool. What's different, like with runes over on, when you go to runes, it's more like you have to like split your UTXOs that have the runes on them when you go the runes. So that's a big difference here between the KRC 20s. I still like my Doggo the Moon, but so when you got like a runestone, I airdropped. If you held one runestone, you got airdropped 889,000, and then like 806 or something. Doggo to the Moon, but in order to sell them. So when you go here, you can see that people are selling now. People have broken them up, but you gotta like manually break up those, uh, and where that doesn't seem like you really have to. That's not an issue with the KRC 20s, which makes it better because it's just really easy. You just in Casper bot, you just say I want to sell, 150,000 Nacho, and bam. So a lot of exciting stuff. Also here, um, you can see that the Nacho floor price is showing here on their Discord, and also you can. This is Ashton is sharing this, saying that there's a well-known contributor to the KRC 20 space was hacked this morning because a KRC 20 chart website asked him for Chrome permissions and then was able to steal passwords and then that had saved in the browser. So you can see Nacho price here. You can also view directly on CasperBot. I know some of our awesome community members have made spreadsheets, online charts that many of us are using. None of them should request any Google Chrome browser permissions from you. If they do, do not approve it. It is a scam. Also, don't save passwords, seed phrases, or private keys in your browser ever. So the more, that's what's cool. I know there's a lot of people that are good people that shared those spreadsheets. I'm just not really into sharing, Google Docs from someone else. And that's just me. It just takes a minute to go whatever project you want and see what the Caspa floor is, and you can calculate it. But really, the rule number one with KRC 20s is you need to outperform Caspa. It's not about the dollar amount. Now, the looking what the dollar amount of the market cap helps you tell you what is going on, but right here, you don't want to spend 1,000 Caspa now and buy it at 0.85. Caspa blows up. Nacho goes up in terms of dollars, but it goes down to 0.007 because Caspa's at 30 cents now. So if you buy now, you're going to want it to be probably at least 0.001, two zeros and a one would be in terms of Caspa. So I don't know. That's is it still worth buying Nacho? That's the $1 million question. What market cap did you get in? I minted, and it's hard to calculate. Nacho price can change drastically once it's listed on exchange. It won't be bad to wait a bit. I'm waiting. I think that $43 million is not, it's not so crazy yet that I wouldn't even think about it. But since I minted, I'm just hanging on to the ones I had. I sold 150,000 just to kind of dip my toes in the water, but it's hard to calculate what price I got because I did, I was using Casware, so everything wasn't perfect with the amount of money I used. So I'm just too lazy to go through and calculate it. I minted, but I also, I minted some back on June 30th. I had 1.8 million Nacho I minted back then, and then I minted some more. And I minted Casper and Trump. So I lost track of exactly what market cap, but it was lower than it is now. And so, yep, that's all I got. It's exciting that, KRC 20 seem to be working. Sad about the Castware, but it's cool that Nacho's blowing up, and keep an eye on it. It's really tough to give out someone advice to buy it or not. I think that $43 million, it could go up more, but it could also pull back. So I don't know, maybe waiting. That's really hard. That's why it's almost impossible to predict. Is Nacho going to be 3 zeros, you know, 9.5, or is it going to be 0.001 tomorrow? Wouldn't be surprised if it was 2 zeros and a one tomorrow in terms of its Caspa price. But I could also see where it goes back down to 0.0, 3 zeros and a six. So dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out is the best thing I know how to do. So that's all I got. Nacho has tons of coins. Casper has less coins. Yep, that's a good call. Casper has 28.7 billion. Nacho has 287 billion. Do you have faith in Casware for the future? I don't know. I'd prefer a better wallet, but I don't think that they're actively trying to hurt anyone personally. They're trying to make upgrades. It just seems like they fumbled it and they weren't ready for whatever reason. I don't think that was nefarious. It looks like most of the Caspa, as far as I know, went to the miners. But yeah, I'm just hodling for most of it. I got my money back, so now I'm basically playing with house money, so I can just hodl the rest of the way. So I guess that's all I got. I've kind of rambled on here a bit. Caspa's going up, Bitcoin's going up because of the Fed Reserve. Nacho's going up because it's got a big community, and there's a lot of different stuff going on. KRC 20, it's not going to stop. There's going to be a lot of degen stuff. Also, be careful. Be careful if you use any spreadsheets from anyone else. Some people could have a nefarious plan, so be careful out there. Don't keep your seed phrase or private keys in your browser ever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see what Nacho does tomorrow. Drop a comment and let me know what you think Caspa can do or Nacho will do tomorrow. So thanks for watching. You think it can hit 50 million? Have a good day.